what am I going to put on that page? As a paragraph or a section, I'm going to put the short sale process. I'm going to put credit implications of the short sale process, timelines of the short sale process, efficiency judgments. And you notice I added in those words short sales. In the first outline, I just put deficiency judgments, but now I said of short sales, so that I'm trying to let you guys understand that you can get those keywords in there naturally, and it actually makes sense. Because deficiency judgments by itself doesn't tell Google what's going on. You can have deficiency judgments for credit cards, right? But now you're being really clear about what it is, and that can end up being the page title of your page.
Can you put an internal link to each of these to the next page?
That's right. That's right.
Can you have more than one H2 tag on per page, or is that a good idea?
You can.
Does it matter?
You generally want to have one H1, and then you use them as it makes sense. So for example, if in this document, let's call that the H1, then that would be an H2 and that would be an H2.
And it's okay to have a couple
That'd be two of them,
H2s?
yeah, if it makes sense to organize the document.
Okay.
Okay, it means that Google will give the same amount of importance. But then these are all H3s, so these would be 5 H3s. And then Google would think that the H2s are more important and the H1 is more important, right? So as long as it's logical and it makes sense. Okay, so now, here's the paragraphs. For that page, here are the paragraphs I'm going to write. And you can see what's going to happen. So let's write the paragraphs for this page. Okay, so now I've written 2 pages. These are the paragraphs I'm going to write from this page. And then you go on from there. Now, as I want to grow the site, this is how you can grow it kind of iteratively, kind of over time. But now I have the nice foundation. Now you decide, what page do I want to grow from here? It depends on what's happening with your market. If people are asking you about the process a lot, write about the process. If people are asking you about buying, then go here. So you got to have a foundation in, and then you start really focusing in on where you want to grow your business. Okay? I'm going to say that the short sale process, now that I have a paragraph here, on this page, Sell Your House, there's a paragraph called the short sale process. Now, without doing any retrofitting to my site, I can make a new page. It's called the short sale process. I can link from that page right over, and guess what? These will be the paragraphs on that page. You see how it all kind of links together and flows. And from there, I'll make a decision. Do I want to really get down and start talking about alternative deficiency judgments? Do I want to jump over to the foreclosure topic? Do I want to get even deeper and talk about a BPO versus a BOV? You know, and you can make those judgments as you go along. But as long as you have a real solid foundation, now you have something to work with. Okay? That's the architecture. Again, the three concepts here: comprehensive, relevant, and timely. Okay, so we've kind of talked about comprehensive and relevant. We use Google to help us figure that out. Timely, we're going to use a free Google tool to talk about timely as well. Real-time search is something that came out. It's actually kind of old hat now. There's a lot more new cool stuff that we can talk about, but it's not necessary. The concept is what we need to get. Again, there's a link here. But what real-time search does is Google has relationships with Facebook and Twitter, so they can reach deep into their database and pull stuff that's happening right now faster than anybody. So with real-time search, we have a little video. This one actually comes with some cool music. This one's a little hard to see, so if you guys can kind of pay attention here. This is Twitter feed coming out. You may have seen this scrolling on the results page. 2 seconds ago. Okay, so the point is, this is where Google can take out their competitors, right? I talked about help Google reach their goal. What is their goal? To be better than MSN or Bing, excuse me, and Yahoo. Okay, so the quicker, they can be the most real time. They can be the first one to get the news to you. And it depends on the topic. That loud music in Central Park was 2 seconds. Obama was not quite so quick. But it depends on the topic. So in our realm here, we don't have Twitter every 2 seconds in order to be. You saw these San Diego short sale guys? I bet you that they haven't done anything in months, right? So we just have to be more timely with them. Google wants to be the most timely with their information. If you provide them the most timely information, you'll reward them for helping them reach their goal. Okay. Next thing, we'll move on to blogging and social media. And this is a way for you to be timely with your information. Blogging is something that you can do on a constant basis. You can be a little more kind of easy about it, and social media. And I'm kind of combining these things. So, kind of the aficionado may say that you can't combine those two topics, and we can really get into detail, but I'm not trying to get into real deep detail here. Just conceptually, again, how do you blog and how do you do social media? Again, be same comprehensive, relevant, and timely. The new one here is be consistent. The thing that you want to do here, and for many reasons, and my wife pointed this out to me, you'll go to a blog of somebody that you really like and respect, and then you go back next month and it hasn't been updated. Are you going to keep going back? You probably aren't. There's a threshold when if you're not consistent. And Google's the same way. If Google sees, as I said earlier, my example, you can have 50 pages today or 50 pages or 50 pages one a month. Google sees you as being consistent, being a real player. So that consistency really helps. And they understand those kind of things. You don't need to be an expert. Just get in there and do it. Okay, so the thing about blogging and social media stuff, it's all about getting going and being consistent.
How often do you think you should update your blog? Well, every day would be the best.
Well, again, it really depends on the market. So look at what your competitors are doing, and look at what's happening around the space that you're looking for, and you just need to blog more than they do. Oops, okay. Ways to get ideas about blogs, okay? Don't take it too seriously. There's all kinds of things you can blog about. You can blog when you go to internet conferences. In the back row, you get these big giant rooms, and the whole back row are people typing away, blogging about it. So you don't even have to go to the conferences anymore. I can sit in my office and read exactly what's going on in real time because these guys are back there blogging. And guess what? You follow those guys that blog if you're in that industry. The same thing here. Nobody's doing this in our industry, but if somebody in here decided they were going to blog about all the meetings they went to and talk about what the speaker, here's what Bruce Norris said today.
That's a great
Check with me next week. I'll tell you what Bruce Campbell says when I go to San Diego. People would follow you. So there's a lot of real good ideas about how to blog. Do case studies of your deals. I heard somebody talk about putting their deals up, and that's really good, but even do case studies so you can talk about them and you're creating that content. You already have the content. You're telling people 50 times. You're telling as many people as you possibly can, right? Well, now you can say it one time, and you can tell people and go to my website to get all the details. And you're also helping yourself with the search engines. Follow other bloggers. If you see all the other bloggers talking about something, talk about it. When you see Reggie talk about something on his blog, talk about the same thing because he's being real current. Okay, and then use Google Alerts. So this is a real good one. Does anybody know what Google Alerts is? Google Alerts is huge. This is a really neat tool. So here's what I did. Google, just go in and search for Google Alerts. And what Google Alerts does is you put a keyword in, it will search Google and email you when you find something. So you can use it for all kinds of things. If you want to get news on short sales, if you want to watch a certain political candidate, if you want to watch for your name. So for example, I watched for my name, and I went in here and I put Ted Ricasa as the search term. And I told Google to send me everything that happens under my name, send it to me as it happens, and send it to my email. So I don't go search my name. I know it's kind of vain to search your name. But I put my name, I put my wife's name, I put my competitors' names, their company names. I want to know if someone's talking about my competitors, right? And then, guess what I got? I got an email from Google saying, hey, Ted, somebody talked about you. In fact, that Reggie Lau guy, and he put something up on Yelp. So now I know what Reggie did at this meeting. He went to Yelp, he put, or somebody went to Yelp, put up a listing, put my name in it, and Google let me know. Okay, so you can imagine the different things you can do with this. So if your topic is short sales, put in short sales, put in deficiency judgment, put in whatever keywords you think are relevant. In the morning, you have an email from Google, and you know what to talk about.
And how much does it cost to go on Yelp? So if you're marketing your business, be it a travel business, a real estate club, that's one good way to grow your business. Use social media, it's free. People will pick up on it.